Hey guys, what's up? lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss 1 full year of no monster drinking. Yeah, it was weird. It was a moment. A year ago I began to eat vegan, and I also cut out a bunch of other stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me try to cut out Monster Energy because I'm a big Monster Energy drinker. And I was like, let me see if I can do it. So I did it, and let me tell you, there was no purpose of cutting it out. Absolutely no purpose of cutting it out. It was just so great. It just warmth. Now, my problem is, I was so excited to drink my first Monster Energy in a year that I actually recorded a full review and drank a full can and went over memories and collections and stuff. It's empty. But I never pressed record! So this is post one Monster Energy Joe trying to recollect what I actually discussed the first time I looked into the camera, but I never actually recorded because I never pressed record. Highlights, right? In the video that never recorded, which you'll never see because there's no evidence of it, I was drinking my Monster. I was rehashing memories. So let me try to figure out what memories I was rehashing. One Christmas, there was a giant cardboard Monster can display from, like, you know, a gas station or a bodega or, like, you know, any kind of candy shop. They have those displays. And on the back of it, it said, to Joe, Merry Christmas, love Santa. And I was so happy, and I was, like, thanking everyone on the interwebs, whoever Santa was anonymously. What other memories? I was a big collector way back in the day of different Monster Energy cans. I actually had one of the largest collections on the East Coast. It was awesome. Until this little rich bastard from Virginia beat me. I had over 300 cans, and everything was different. When you collect cans, every collector is different, but how I collect it and how most people collect is we have a specific language. So for instance, this can is a 2015 Rehab, right? But it's Ball, B-A-L-L, and it is a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm referencing the icons, I'm referencing the ball of the manufacturer under the barcode. 2015 is the year. Now, some Rehabs might not say allergen info might contain coconut. Some Rehabs don't say Rehab the Beast. Some Rehabs have a different year. So it's dependent on color variations. Everyone collects a little differently. So I had over 300 different cans, and I just couldn't take it anymore. And in the sense of I didn't have enough space. They're all beautiful. You know, Monster Energy has a gorgeous production team of graphic designers creating logos, creating little blurbs on why the flavor means stuff and things. What else were we talking about? We were talking about my most expensive can, which I still have, and it's still full. You hear that? This is a 2007 Big Black Java. Super rare. If this house was ever to go up in flames, knock on wood, this is one of the items that I would take. Because you can't find this anywhere. Cannot find it. My other stuff, show and tell, right? Again, these cups are from the 2008 Black Ice Slurpee line from 7-Eleven. The blue, the white, the black. Don't make these anymore, obviously. That was Big Black Ice was just such a great flavor, and they made a canned version of Black Ice, and then they stopped making it, and then eventually Ultra Blue came out. So like a lot of us have been assimilating Black Ice with Ultra Blue, and like it's not the same, but it's still good. And like I can't drink like regular battery acid Monster, just like I can't do it. I'm not a big fan of soda, so like the non-bubbly Monsters, those are my go-tos. What else? Oh, I was showing that I keep all of my tabs in this beautiful Valentine's pizza box candy thingy. My baggie of tabs. Because, like, where else are you supposed to keep your tabs if you don't have a plan with them, right? Another thing we were talking about, anytime a friend would go travel abroad or study abroad, now you know damn well I have not been overseas due to the fact that I'm severely poor and in debt, and so I live vicariously through these peers of mine. So anytime they come back from another country, they bring back a can. So I have Spain, Italy, France, England, Greece, Japan. A friend went to Australia, and he actually brought a can back for me, but he drank it on the way back, and he fell asleep because it's like a, what, 14, 16-hour plane ride, and the stewardess actually took it away thinking it was garbage, and he's freaking the freak out. He's like, no, I was supposed to give it to Joe. But I was like, dude, don't worry about it. It was just funny. What other memories were we talking about? My buddy James, who lives in Ohio, came to stay with us like 4 years ago, and it was the day before Taco Bell released their breakfast menu, and James and I were hanging out in the living room, and I'm drinking a Ultra Blue, and I put it on the angle, because, like, physics, right? So if you have a certain amount of liquid in a uneven surface, it's that weight distribution. So you can technically balance it on its side if it has enough liquid in it. And I did it, and he was like, and I took a picture of him going with the Monster can. It was such a cool depth perception. It was just so awesome. What else? I had this group of friends who lived in Bethpage a while ago, and anytime we would hang out, we would go to Kevin's Corner on the corner of Central Ave and Broadway in Bayshore on Long Island, in the state of New York, in the country of the United States, etc., etc. And we would just get candy and Monsters and just sit on the bench and just laugh and tell stories and just laugh and laugh and laugh. And it was such a great time. The point being is why I'm talking about Monster, why I had this Monster for the first time in a year. Rehab is just, it's awesome. It's just iced tea with a kick, and it's just beautiful. And I feel so content and warm and fuzzy, and I'm just enveloped in all of this nostalgia love, and it's just great. And, you know, people say all the time, oh, it's so bad for you and this and that, but the people that are telling me how bad Monster is for me are the people that are drinking excessive amounts of alcohol. And I'm like, kind of can't take your opinion seriously if you're boasting and posting. Boasting and posting, I like it, about your drunken adventures. Yeah, everything's bad for you. Everything you put in your body's gonna kill you. We're all gonna die. Nothing matters, right? That's the whole nihilistic mindset. This is the Rick Sanchez talking. Done. I love props. Props are everywhere. It's great. The thing with Monster is that I'm branded. I have a logo, right? The logo is tattooed on me forever. I got an award for that energy collection before that kid beat me, and I was like, I can't do this because Paul Walker died, and I had to put his cars up from Fast and Furious as an in memoriam, and like, it was a thing. I'm like really speedy talking right now because I have the energy flowing through me, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy because I'm back to drinking Monster. I know my limits. I know if I'm having coffee one day, I shouldn't have Monster on top of coffee. I know if I'm having Monster one day, I should not have coffee on top of Monster. Today's a Monster day. Just one. One and done. When I was younger, I could do 3 a day and be fine. As long as I was drinking water to, you know, balance out everything. But I think because I'm older now, I think I'll just stick with 1. Monster is a massive community that, you know, we don't judge. You know, those of us who collect, so those of us who are in the chunk. You know, Monster sponsors Gus Kenworthy, who is one of the greatest humans in the history of mankind. You know, he's an Olympic snowboarder, for those of you who don't know who Gus is. Olympic medalist in snowboarding. He's awesome. Monster's a big part of Rob Dyrdek's life. Everyone knows Rob Dyrdek. DC and Monster and Alien Workshop. Those are Rob Dyrdek, the man. Monster's just this big community that it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what you do, it's just when you're drinking the drink, you're in the club, right? Doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter who you like, doesn't matter if you're gay, if you're straight, nothing matters. What matters is you're a part of the club. Of course we hate Red Bull drinkers, it's just natural, right? It's just your opposite teams, the nerve of you. But then when you get down to it, you're like, oh, you're a fellow energy drinker. Okay, cool. It's this community that is hard to discriminate with. I've never met a Monster drinker who is a terrible person. Of course they exist. Personally, I have not met said person. It's just we're a different breed of human, you know? It's you know, we need the kick and we need the boost and we need the energy and we're good to go. G to G. Good to go. I am happy I did this experiment to see if I could do a full year without Monster. I am never doing it again. It's completely pointless. To keep this beautiful nectar of the gods, this ambrosia, out of my life? No. We're going to keep going full steam ahead. Monster Energy. A Year in Review by Lightbolt Joe. Have a monster. Enjoy, guys. Mucho mahalo.